What's up, Berserker Patriots? So, this is the new way they're going to cost us gas money in Charlotte County. I just talked to the county guys. This is permanent right here. See how they're blocking our access road? Now you have to go down and turn around right here, which a moment ago was bottlenecking this place. They say it's because of accidents, but that, look, like that person right there, they're going to have to turn around in the middle of the fucking street, see? Does that look like that's more safe than being able to come through the access road? That don't look like it's more safe, does it? This is on top of the videos I've been showing you guys. Like over here at Winn-Dixie, you have to go a mile out of your way just to turn around now. Where we've been able to turn for 40 years. Now they've blocked the access road here because they say because of wrecks. Well, I got videos of the last 5 wrecks at that intersection. Every one of them were people over 70 years old, and they said they couldn't see the stop sign. So how about we start testing these fucking old people before you just keep giving them a license every year when they can't do over 25 miles an hour in their car and they can't see where they're driving? How about you start fucking actually giving them an eye test? Because I don't know if you guys know, but the old fucks get to skip the eye exam here or only do partial part of it, and then they get their license cleared. That's all they have to do, is a partial eye test. They don't ever get in a car with them to see if they can drive any longer. But in order to get a driver's license, you have to take a driving test. So what about if you're over 65? You should probably have to take another driving test, right? I will, when I'm that age. If I can no longer maintain and handle a motor vehicle, I shouldn't be behind the wheel of the vehicle. There was one young person wrecked there, but she was hit by an old man that was 89 years old. That's the video I posted about a month ago. So, this is what Charlotte County's doing. They're making it to where you literally have to go 2 to 3 miles out of your way, or you have to go do a U-turn in a very unsafe area in order to get through the lights or anything here. You're supposed to be able to turn right on red in the state of Florida, but they're putting up signs stopping people from turning right on red in Charlotte County. So every time there's an ordinance passed here, it's contrary to what the state law is. So what's the point of having state laws if your county can just supersede them with ordinances? I don't get that. It's kind of fucking backwards, isn't it? Charlotte County, it's time to switch up our county commissioners here because they're not for the people. I've literally sat down and had conversations with like Joe Tessio here and his other constituents. And one of them's from New Hampshire. And we were having a conversation. He said, well, in New Hampshire, we don't do it like that. And I said, well, it's a good thing you're in fucking Florida then. I don't ever want to hear how you do things in New Hampshire ever again. First of all, why are you on the county commissioners? Because nobody else ran, so he automatically got the seat. Nobody ran against them or opposed them. Okay, why are county commissioners all not locals to Florida? That should be a requirement. You should be a Florida resident, and you should be a local born resident of the state that you are a commissioner in. People should look at that when they vote. You people should look at that. Because let me tell you something. Someone from New York isn't going to give a fuck how Florida runs, and someone from Florida isn't going to give a fuck how New York runs. Okay? 2 completely different ran states, almost say countries, but New York is like its own country, right? It seems like they get to make all their own laws and govern themselves when other states don't get to, just like California. It's getting nuts at this point. That's a barricade in the middle of the fucking road, on the access road. That's a 4-way with 4 stop signs, okay? That has been a 4-way for 65 plus years. Never had a problem with it before. But like I was saying at the beginning of this video, this is literally how this works. People come down from New York. They don't work, they don't have anything to do, and they're self-entitled. Even though their state's so fucked up they don't want to live in it, they come down here and they bitch and they moan and they complain about the Florida laws, and these piece of shit county commissioners are supposed to be standing up for the people of Florida, bow to their wishes and comply. So I've got 4 people that are willing to run for county commissioner here in midterms coming up right now. We're going to start campaigning for them this week. We're going to get rid of every county commissioner in this town, and we're going to get some new blood in here. First off, it's just nuts, man. Anyone that backs half the people that are on our county commission here anyway are just idiots, because one of them is part of the biggest criminal family in this entire town. Everybody knows that. They're scared to speak out against them. I don't give a fuck. I'm not scared of you people. Plain and simple. You know who the fuck I am. If you want to come at me, come on, motherfucker. That's all I can say. Don't make a mistake, though, because you're going to fuck up if you do. I'm just getting sick of the county feeling like they can do what they want when they want. They say it's how we interpret the laws. That's not what law is. Your job isn't to interpret what a law says. Your job is to read the law to the letter of the law. It's not to interpret a law. It's not how you see the law. It's how the law is interpreted in the law books. You follow the law to the letter of the law. You don't fudge stuff when you think it doesn't work to your ability. That's the same thing as being a liberal, right? You might as well be part of the Biden administration. I don't want to see any of these county commissioners running on a fucking Republican ticket, because they're only doing that because they're in a Republican town. I have never seen one of these county commissioners vote for anything towards the right, ever in Charlotte County, Florida. We got waterways that we're being told we can't even get in right now, and we can't fish in because there's so much bacteria and fucked up waste in our waters, because they signed a permit with DeSoto County and Sarasota County to dump their treated fecal matter in our waterways. So now we can't use our shit. That's how much our county commissioners give a fuck about us. That's how much they give a fuck about us. Steube, where are you at, man? You're our congressman in Charlotte County. Where the fuck are you? You're not doing any research, guys. DeSantis, Gates, Steube, you're not doing any research in these counties. You don't give a fuck what's happening to us. This is all campaign shit for all these politician guys. They don't give a fuck about us down here. I've tried to get, after everything I do and all the speaking out I do and all the meetings I go to and all the rallies I have and all the campaigning I do for these people, because I'm a felon, these people won't meet with me. And I've been told that verbatim. I've got emails stating that. These people won't, even though I've done my time, it was years ago, now I own 2 companies, and I work my ass off nonstop, and I help as many people as possible, and I've turned my life around 100%. They won't speak with me because I'm a convicted felon. That's not the kind of America I want to live in. I would think that lawmakers would want to associate with felons to help them on the right path, to help them on the right path. Who cares if the justice system isn't justice here? Who cares if you can prove that the people that were claiming things against you, you can prove that they did that to you and not the other way around, and the state attorney won't look at it, and no detective will look at your case for you. That doesn't matter, right? I was one of those people that was very naive about the system before I got in the system, and then I found out how corrupt our system is and how corrupt these so-called leaders are. I don't know one judge that is a just judge. I don't know one. I've never met one judge that's ever actually looked at the fucking paperwork of the person they're putting in prison. I've never met one. Because they don't do it. Their assistants read everything, and then the state attorney tells them what they want to hear. That's how being a judge works. Our government and our systems are just so fucked up. We just need to tear it all down and start over, guys. Plain and simple. Nobody out here is for the people. What we need to do is we need to tear it down, and Florida locals need to run Florida. Tennessee locals need to run Tennessee. You need to run your state for the people that live in the fucking state and are from the state and grow up in the state. We don't give a fuck about you transplants down here. We don't want you in our state. You come down here and you fuck our shit up. We've had a great town for the 40 years of my life. Up until the past 2 years, you fucking piece of shit liberals have been coming to Port Charlotte, Florida, and bitching to the fucking cities and bitching to the counties and trying to get all these ordinance changed. I don't know why I keep pluralizing that, because it doesn't make sense. But you get all these ordinance changed in our county to match these liberal ordinance you have in fucking New York, Fuck you. This isn't New York. And DeSantis, where are you at inviting all these fucking liberals down here to fuck our state up? Don't you realize these officers you're inviting down here are replacing these liberal policies in our police departments now? Don't you realize these liberals that are moving down here and fleeing to Florida are now placing their liberal policies in our fucking county buildings and our fucking city buildings and our schools? Wake the fuck up. You know, I'm not for any of the politicians anymore. You know, I'm doing all this campaigning out here. None of you politicians give a fuck about us little people. You don't give a fuck about us at all, man. You've made that very clear. For 4 years, I've been trying to get a meeting with either Ron DeSantis, Matt Gaetz, or motherfucking Greg Steube. How do I get a hold of Greg Steube? He's the 17th District Commissioner here, you know, 17th District Congressman for Florida. I'm in the 17th District. I've sent email after email, never heard back. I had 63 million followers last year on social media. Everybody knew who the fuck I was in the state of Florida. I still couldn't get a meeting with anybody. So, unless you have this, tons and tons of money, these people don't give a fuck about you. They don't care that those of us down here are standing up for the people and we're losing everything. They don't give a fuck about that. I'm just going to be real with all of you. These politicians don't give a fuck about you. Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck about us. He's the best president we've had. I back him 100%. But when it comes right down to it, nobody gives a fuck about us but us. That's why it says we the people on the money. We the people, not we the government, like Joe Biden says. We the fucking people, man. It's what it's about. We need to stand the fuck up and do this for ourselves. Okay, we need to start getting rid of these corrupt politicians that are in our counties and taking their seats. Plain and simple. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. 12 minutes into this rant. I'm just so mad that every day they just decide to do something. They don't release it. They don't tell the people about it. It's not voted on. You know, we voted for these commissioners to run the city and this county how we want it because we have to be at work all day and we can't be at these fucking county meetings. So if there's someone that's at your county meeting all the time, they're probably not speaking for the fucking locals because the locals all work. Even the old people work here. Most of the people over 70 work in Port Charlotte. So if they have time to come to your county meeting every day, they don't work. They're fucking either retired from up north or they don't have a job and they live on welfare. So understand that the people that you're not hearing from are the majority, and we're the ones that are at work all day. So, like I say in my videos, I have to take time off to go speak for everybody. When people start emailing me and they're like, well, look, we can't take this anymore. It's gotten too far. Go speak. And I go speak. So I can't just take every day to go speak. I don't have any support from anybody. The so-called patriots that say they want to support just end up fucking you over in Port Charlotte, Florida, because they're from New York. They say they're a patriot, but they still have that self-entitled, like, I'll give you for example, just last month, the guy said he wanted to help me. I had a problem with my starter, so I replaced my starter myself. I blew a fuse while I was doing it. I didn't see that the fuse was blown. We get to the place, the guy looks at it for me, the place this person told me to go to. He said, I want to help you. For everything you do, I want to help. We get there, the guy doesn't charge for the fuse. He says, oh, it's just a fuse. I said, okay, cool. I said, here's $30. He gave me another fuse. He said, I don't want your money. I said, okay, cool. Well, the guy comes to me the next day, the one that said he wanted to help, not the mechanic that just did this for me. And he said, oh, well, you need to take that guy some money and give him a case of beer. I said, well, I thought you were trying to help me. How the fuck is making me pay the guy that you sent me to in the first place helping me? That's what I mean. People think they can just give you some information and that's helping you. I wouldn't have gone to the guy if that were the case otherwise, you know, but still, I took him a case of beer. And I said, hey man, here's this. Thought you should have it. The other guy, I did a full tree job for, and I told him to go fuck himself and keep his little $250. Because the first thing he did when he came onto the job site was literally 4 rocks fell into the grass that hasn't been cut in a month anyway, and has leaves everywhere. 4 shells fell into the fucking grass, and he bitched about the 4 shells. So I said, you know what, fuck you, dude, you're a piece of shit. Keep your money. You can pick those 4 fucking shells up off the ground. Big deal. You know, I mean, it's just shit like that. Florida people don't haggle when you go work for them. I'm doing a big oak job for a lady right now. She's more than happy to give me money whenever I needed to draw off the job. The job takes 2.5 days. She gave me a huge jaw right up front. You know, people from Florida understand how hard the work we do is. People from New York, y'all want to haggle and you're self-entitled and you think you should get things way cheaper so you can save money and the other person can't make money. Well, fuck you. I don't want to work for people from New York. I'll say it loud and proud right here. When someone calls me and they tell me they're from up north, I just hang up the phone. I won't even take their business. California, I won't take your business. You Florida people, I'll work for you all day. I'll work my fucking ass off. I'll work until I'm bleeding. As you can see by my hands, I've got cuts and shit all over my hands. I'm sticking my hands in trees and in the dirt and in rocks, you know. It's getting to the point where people that work hard can't even work hard anymore. It costs too much to do anything. I had to give up doing palms down here. You gotta charge $100 just to fucking cut a palm anymore. It's crazy. I was just talking to another tree guy about that today. We had about an hour-long conversation about how much tree service has gone up in this state. Okay, guys. I'm done with my rant for the day. Love you. Have a good day.